Hi everyone, and welcome to another official Sega magazine. And this is issue 3, March 1994 at £2.25. So we've got Mega Drive, Mega CD, Master System and Game Gear. Exclusive real 32-bit Saturn screenshots inside. Streets of Rage 3 incredible 4-page preview. Subterranea, the Blaster of 94 exclusively revealed. Full CES show reports inside. Yeah, I've never heard of Subterranea. Well, let's have a look. Let's get into it. Think you can thrash this team? Then you'll be over the moon at Dixon's. We've got contents, we've got reviews, previews, showcases, regulars. Yeah, the contrast on this is really bad. So I've tried to sort it out on the OBS, so hopefully it'll be viewable. Reviews, Mega Drive, Ren and Stimpy, NBA Jam, Normie, Skitchin and Prince of Persia. Mega CD, Mystery Mansion, Ground Zero Texas and Double Switch. Master System, Road Rash and Micro Machines, Game Gear, Aladdin. Yeah, I never played Mystery Mansion or Double Switch. Never saw them where I am. You know, at Mega CD, there are only very few games out up where I am. So I'm in north of England. And most of big games, they either went to Toys R Us, which there weren't really one around my way, or down south. Supersonic Warriors. Sega Magazine has the exclusive interview with Mr. Yasuhara, the director and lead game designer of Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Comic Games, Happy Happy Joy Joy, and Micromania. So yeah, I think that's the Sega Saturn, isn't it? That's a bad picture, is that? So blurred out. Welcome to issue 3 of Sega Magazine. It has been something of a momentous month in the annals, that's two N's, of Sega gaming. First of all, I'm packed off with the crack of dawn one dark January morning to Las Vegas to check out the latest CES show. So we've got the editorial, the team, top fives. Yeah, if you want to read it, just pause it. I'm going to try and get through them a bit quicker because I'm not the best reader and I'll be here forever. Hello, Sam and Tom. Yeah, like that writing's really hard to read, even on my side. But most of it should be alright. Welcome to Las Vegas, the CES, and what is it? If you're new to Sega Magazine, you won't know much about the CES show. CES stands for Consumer Electronics Show and is held every 6 months to reveal to the trade everything new in the electronics field. Games you'll never see. Here at Sega Magazine, we should point out that some of the titles reported on here might never make it to the European market. Yeah, because there are a lot of Japanese, like, certain games that were out in Japan didn't come over here. Because apparently we wouldn't like them, you know, them type of games. Like, there are a lot of shoot-em-ups that never came over here. So, Sega's 32-bit machine officially unveiled. Sega of America officially unveiled their incredibly impressive 32-bit machine at the Las Vegas CES show, and they did it with real style, displaying the console and 4 stunning games on a massive video wall. Yeah, it's really hard to see, but I'd say that's Virtua Fighter, Virtua Soccer, or Saturn Soccer. That'll be Clockwork Knight, it looks like. Yeah, it's really bad on my side. And that could be Panzer Dragoon, I don't know. Yeah, it looks different to the one that came out, doesn't it, that? USS Enterprise suffers engine failure. Bad news for Star Trek fans, the Mega Drive interpretation of Star Trek The Next Generation will not be officially released in the UK. We've got the Sega Multi-Mega CES Success. Yeah, and never seen one in person, but I've seen them around on eBay. Quite expensive, them, the Multi-Mega. And it were a portable CD player as well, you know, for your music. They are quite sweet to look at. They're quite cool. I like it. And I know that you can get an RGB mod as well, because I think it's only composite that it outputs. Is that Venom? Spider-Man returns in maximum carnage. As we reported in the premiere issue of Sega Magazine, Spider-Man is making his triumphant return to the Mega Drive courtesy of Acclaim. This time in a caper based on the biggest Spidey story ever, Maximum Carnage. It had to happen. Sega Amusements have just announced that they have the license to produce a coin-op base on Jurassic Park. Virtual reality delayed. Sega's Mega Drive virtual reality system has suffered a major setback, and the United States Christmas '93 release date has slipped until August 1994. The Magical Quest story, Mickey Mouse. Now that didn't come up Mega Drive. I know that were a Super Nintendo game. Capcom had a rather hefty presence at the CES show, revealing an all-new title for the Mega Drive, The Magical Quest story, Mickey Mouse. Unless it did come out for Mega Drive, but not as I know of. I've got it for Super Famicom, and my friend back in the day had it for the Super Nintendo, but I don't know that it came out on Mega Drive. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I can't remember that coming out on Mega Drive. That's interesting. Very interesting. Takara Unleashed Fatal Fury 2. One of the more successful Mega Drive beat-em-ups of 1993 was Fatal Fury, coded by the programming wizards at Takara. Yeah, good game, Fatal Fury. Now that is expensive. I think it's the Australian version. It's really expensive. I don't know why. I think it could be rare, you know, in that region. Cinepack reaches new heights with Tomcat Alley. Sega's Mega CD presence at the CES was formidable indeed. They revealed Double Switch, reviewed in this issue, Prize Fighter and Dracula Unleashed to an impressed industry, and also unveiled Tomcat Alley. Yeah, I like Tomcat Alley in its own way, because that's all I played for all that Christmas Day when I got my Mega CD. Just played on that all day. Soul Feast were too hard, and Road Avenger, I played that quite a lot. But Tomcat Alley was my go-to Mega CD game. I love it. Robots Rise on Mega CD. I don't remember that being on Mega CD. Rise of the Robots. The CES show proved to be particularly fruitful if you're a big fan of graphically impressive Mega CD titles. Rise of the Robots already attracted a great deal of attention on the PC, owing to its one-on-one beat-em-up action replete with splendidly animated massive robots. Might have been out Mega CD, but I didn't know if it were or not. Greed, Corruption and the Midland Live Cash Deal. More news. Heroes of the World Unite. In the daunting shadow of Eternal Champions, with big stands, pin badges, the lot, Sega of America revealed the Mega Drive conversion of World Heroes. Yeah, it's a fighting game. I never played that. Star Trek Deep Space Nine Beyond the Final Frontier. Art of Fighting on show. Fatal Fury 2 and World Heroes were both originally one-on-one beat-em-ups released for the Neo Geo. So is Art of Fighting, which has also been converted to the Mega Drive. They weren't a bad port, that actually. That was one of the first Mega Drive games I bought for the Japanese Mega Drive when I started collecting for it. Virtual Racing suffers engine failures as well. Virgin have this year's Aladdin. Rebel Assault Mega CD Magic. As reported in last issue of Sega magazine, LucasArts are currently developing top-rated PC CD-ROM blast Rebel Assault for the Mega CD. Yeah, tough game that. Even first stage down there, that were really hard. It's like the sides just sucked you in and there were no control of your ship. Still played a lot of it though. Big Robots and Little Dolphins. Elite developers Nova Trade, who created the top-rated game Echo the Dolphin and Cyborg Justice, unveiled a new Mega Drive title at the CES was most intriguing. Exo Squad. Never heard of that either. Looks a bit like a Space Harrier game. You know it, camera behind. Just off that picture anyway. World Cup USA 94. US Gold Go for Goal. Battletech. It is utterly brilliant. Looks a bit like a Desert Strike game, that, doesn't it? 24th of Feb. Sonic 3, I think that could be. Daytona Racing stuns CES show. Sega are definitely a force to be reckoned with on the arcade scene. Definitely. Virtua Racing brought a whole new era of technology to the arcades with their Model 1 PCB. Virtua Fighter, which we are giving away this month, refined that technology and brought next generation graphics to the tired beat 'em up genre. Now Sega are ready to go one better. Their latest Model 2 technology was unveiled to the select few at CES show, with the coin-op scheduled to make the first appearance at the next London ATIE arcade show. Daytona Racing. Good game that. We hammered this game arcade. Every weekend. Every weekend. Me and my mate, well, there were 3 of us that were like really competitive at it. Every weekend we'd always play it. Introducing Feel. A couple of months ago, Sega magazine journalists were invited to take a look at a brand new Mega Drive game from the creators of the awesome Gunstar Heroes. Feel its name and it's shaping up to be absolutely stunning. Win Eternal Champions Tips book. Strangely named Blaster is great. Tengen Software had a couple of great titles in their stands, including the vastly underrated Gauntlet 4. Let's have a look. Also on show was an all-new vertically scrolling shoot 'em up, which goes by the rather odd name of Grindstormer. Yeah, Grindstormer. That's a good game, that. But I don't think that came over here. What else is there here? Elemental Master, that didn't come over here. You know, on the PAL version. As far as I know, because I have got them on the Japanese Mega Drive, you know, the carts. Well, I've not got Grindstormer, but I've got Elemental Master. This expensive game is that. More soccer action? Surely the game is over now. Everyone's got FIFA and is rather happy with it, or are they? Well, Acclaim obviously disagree, for they have drafted in Park Place the people behind Madden's and EA Hockey to bring us Ryan Giggs World Championship Soccer. Yeah, Daytona. Mega realistic racing action with Sega's Daytona, the ultimate coin-op using Sega's Model 2 technology. Yeah, brilliant game. Sega as One premieres at CES. As well as unveiling the incredible Daytona Racing, Sega Amusements also wowed the punters with their new AS1 simulator. Oh yeah, I remember that. Never seen it in person, but I remember it on news. I think it was on news. Michael Jackson. Is that Michael Jackson there? Space pilot license. Yeah, Michael Jackson. It says it there. Michael Jackson introduces the game. Mean Machine Sega. Right, Streets of Rage 3 preview. Yep, you read that title correctly. Streets of Rage 3 is on its way. Hey, we've got your beverage. I'm on a 3-in-1 coffee today with 1 sweetener. And they are really good. They're really good. They're just sachets with 3-in-1 milk, sugar and coffee. But I always put a sweetener in. Let's see. Just a year after the release of Streets of Rage 2, Sega have unveiled the long-awaited 3rd installment of their smash hit beat-em-up series. Good game, but 2 is that tiny bit better, in my opinion. Rage on. Ask any Mega Drive owner Ask any Mega Drive owner worth their salt what was the best scrolling beat-em-up series on the Mega Drive, and you probably only get one answer. Simply Streets of Rage. The fiendish plot. I might do a video on this actually, you know, play it through. It's about an hour and a half long, you know, the full game. But it is good. It is good. I know we got the cut version. I think they took him out. I can't remember his name. But they cut him out of the PAL version. Streets Ahead. A surefire hit. Defenders of the Streets. As with its predecessor, Streets of Rage 3 gives you 4 characters to choose from. However, this time the lineup is a little different. Give a warm hand for the Team Rage 94. Axel, Blaze, Skate, and Zan. And you also got the unlockable Roo, I think it were called. Yeah, you beat it, and I think when you die, you can select him. Crowd control. If you happen to own one of the Sega 6-button joypads, then you'll be pleased to hear that you can make use of it in Streets of Rage 3. Tunes. The man behind the music in Streets of Rage 3 is Japanese composer Yuzo Koshiro, who also produced the soundtracks of Revenge of Shinobi, Shinobi 3, Slap Fight, and Eye of the Beholder on the Mega CD. Eye of the Power. Yeah, them screenshots don't really do it justice. It's not mentioned anything about Roo, says the bikers. Battle Corps CD. If you haven't heard of Core by now, then you obviously haven't been paying attention to our gaming news over the past couple of months. Core are currently one of the hottest, possibly the hottest company to develop for the Mega Drive and Mega CD in absolutely ages. Yeah, Battle Corps. Never played that. Played Thunderhawk. After creating the hugely successful Thunderhawk, it's no surprise to hear that Core have been busy developing the sequel over the last couple of months. Yeah, these artworks are brilliant. You know, custom art. Soulstar. Yeah, I've got this on Mega CD. It's a good game. It is hard though. I think it's Soulstar I've got. Which Soulstar? I know the Soulstar, Nova Storm. And there's another one that I'm after. Or I forgot. I can't remember what I've got. It's been a while since I played up Mega CD. For thousands of years, the distant Soulstar universe has existed in peace, oblivious to the spate of planet raiding that's going on all around them. Oh, there's 2-player mode as well. Player 1 pilots a spaceship while player 2 fires special weapons and operates a power transference option. There are over 40 missions. Wow. Bubba and Sticks. Bubba is your average everyday delivery man who just happens to deliver animals to the zoo on a regular basis. Mega CD. I thought that were on Mega Drive. I might be on Mega Drive and Mega CD. Yeah, I never played that. I have heard of it, but I've never played it. Both the Mega Drive and the Mega CD versions have 5 levels, although the Mega CD version has more detailed graphics and, of course, an extended intro and some excellent sound. Subterranea. Sega are planning to revolutionise the tired shoot-'em-up genre with a brand new blaster that's shaping up to be one of the greatest Mega Drive games of 1994. What makes the game so good? Well, some might say it's because the graphics are super smooth, the sound is rousing, and they match the explosive action perfectly. Intro action. Subterranea is packed into a 16 meg cart, which makes for a game with loads of variety. What was left on the memory has been spent on some excessively excellent introduction sequences. I don't even remember seeing that, to be honest. Power Up Perfection, Fuel Fun and Frolics, a watery grave, other thrusting games. No, it doesn't look familiar. I don't think I've never even heard of it. Subterranea. Mega Race. One of the most potentially amazing Mega CD products turned up in the Sega magazine office the other day. Although it's only 50% finished, Mega Race from Mindscape is shaping up to be one of the most visually impressive road racing games ever devised for any home system. That's another one I've never heard of. Mega Race. Using the power of the Mega CD, Mega Race's programmers Cryo, responsible for Dune CD, have created an interactive full-motion racing experience. No, never heard of that. Never even seen it. Mega Race is also being released on the PC. Letters. Core blimey, love a duck. What a post-filled month it has been here at the Palatical Sega Mansion. Unhappy Mega CD on. Let's have a read of this. So I don't really read these that much, but if there's an unhappy Mega CD owner, then I'm going to have a look into it. Dear Sega Magazine, I have recently slapped out 200 funky big ones for a Mega CD, yet I am still in search for something to justify this decision making. I have also spent £80 on games included in my collection are Black Hole Assault, Jaguar, Sonic and Thunderhawk. I hope you can see why I'm depressed. Sonic has graphics and colours you would not normally see on a Mega Drive, but it's nothing spectacular. Thunderhawk is stunning, but not exactly mind-blowing. Where are the colours and the hills and the contours? Digitizer claimed industry bosses think Mega CD's fate is doomed. With machines like the Amiga CD and 3DO, how can Sega prove them wrong? Let's have a see. Good old Digitizer, eh? Surely they are the full future of video games and know all the industry bosses personally. If the Mega CD's fate is so doomed, how come all the major software developers have rooks of CD title plans for release this year? Wouldn't make it more sense to develop stuff for the next generation consoles like the CD32? Remember that there are more Mega CD owners in Britain than there are CDI owners in the whole world. And the Philips machine has been available for longer too. Yeah, if you want to read them, just pause it. What more do you want? Oh, sorry, what? You want more? Give the Mega CD a break. Make my video game. Yeah, I've seen that on an advertisement. I don't think I would have liked it. Empire magazine. Julia, the return of Miss Roberts. Massive double-sided Sharon Stone and Unforgiven poster free. Questions and answers. You know, since issue 1 we've been absolutely snowed under with the amount of mail received for the questions and answers page. Unfortunately, we don't have the space to reply to every single letter this month, but hey, keep those problems rolling and we'll promise to get around to answering them just as soon as we can. Dear Sega Mag, Sega Magazine is the best thing that God ever created. Even my mum likes it. The tip section is brilliant and the showcases are excellent too. However, I do have a couple of questions to ask you about issue 2. In the Sonic 3 review in issue 2, there is a blank blue box and it says drop in scan of clipping. What does that mean? Oh yeah, I remember that. Will you be doing a full review on Street Fighter 2? Will there ever be a binder for your cool mag? Is there a cheat for the 4-in-1 game on the Game Gear? Here we go. Yep, there should have been a picture of the Sonic 3 game in place of the drop-in scan clipping box that you read. It seems that the page slipped by without us noticing the mistake. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, virtual racing. Skitching. Martika's Skitching showcase feature. Over the last few years, EA have been responsible for some of the most violent, adrenaline-pumping Mega Drive games around. This time though, instead of going for a straight conversion of a traditional sports game, they're reworking a current street craze known as skitching. Rad Automatic brings you the full lowdown. Yeah, it's just a road rash game but with rollerblades. I could never get into it. I mean, some people liked it, but I didn't like it. Yeah, you could hold on back at cars. Get your lovely skitchware. How to make lots of cash. The easiest way to earn moolah in the game is to skitch cars, but that isn't the only way. Skitching police cars is even better for the wallet, earning $1 per second instead of per skitch. Right, so you've got to do tricks as well. Yeah, I don't think I even played it. I just saw it and I thought, you know what, it's not for me, that. But I mean, somebody would have liked it, wouldn't they? Let's see what. I think it got a decent review. Subscribe to Sega Magazine. Be the first in your neighbourhood with the hottest Sega news. For only £22.50. Showcase. Love is like a butterfly. Mystic Mansion at the amazing new astrologer whose predictions are shocking the nation. Not only are the star sign specific readings for each day deadly accurate, this character even manages a list of psychic messages from the other side for specific people. This is, however, is where the mysticism of the title comes in. For these are not ordinary butterflies, they are in fact the hidden souls of tragic humans, consumed by their own selfish greed. Mystery Mansion. It says Mystery Mansion there, but it says Mystic Mansion there. Your own point of view. Mystery Mansion supplements its spook factor by having the action represented in full-on first-person perspective, so it's like you're really there and everything. Sticky Fingers, Dear Diary, and demonic sacrifices to our Lord Satan. No, not my lord. No Oscars here. The man at the centre of all this furore is known only as the Hunter. He appears as a glowing spirit-shaped thing and tells you all about his so-called mansion of hidden souls. Murder by Death. Painting with Nancy. Pretty Pictures. Very bad Carla Lane serial. Mystery Mansion could really have done with a more apt title, as the souls contained within are about as hidden as Richard's affection for young stoats. Each room in the house contains a beautiful blue butterfly who speaks to you, offering you help or hindrance depending on the personality of the soul. Roger Bannister. Some small children have a habit of getting themselves into dangerous situations simply by not knowing any better, and the diminutive hero of Mystery Mansion is no different. After climbing the spooky staircase, it's possible to have a look over the banister at the floor below. This provides quite a lovely view on the ground floor carpet and also a nice graphical touch. It's like Resident Evil Mansion, that. Doesn't it? Showcase Shut Your Trap Double Switch. When Night Trap was released on the Mega CD last year, it whipped up a storm. Critically acclaimed for ushering in the era of interactive movie games, while simultaneously slammed for some of its more explicit scenes. The game was stamped with a 15 rating, achieving huge sales in the process. Yeah, I never played Double Switch. Burglars aren't what they used to be, are they? I mean, in the old days it was easy to spot a crook, pencil, thin moustache, stripy black and white sweater, little mask and a bag with swag written on it. Big Brother is watching you. The basic aim of the game, at least to start with, by using the various security cameras dotted around the building, you can view each room, checking on tenants, and more importantly, searching out anyone who shouldn't be there. Call Trapline. The Tenants Meeting. Never have you met a bizarre group of people than the tenants of the Edward Arms. It's your job to protect them, but can you trust them? Eddie, Elizabeth, Brutus, Alex, Lyle. Don't I know you? Whilst playing Double Switch, you might get the feeling that some of the actors and actresses look decidedly familiar, and quite rightly too, because Sega have actually invested in some reasonably big name stars. Yeah, Corey Haim. Who else for that? Deborah Harry. A blip on the scanner. Keeping track of all the activities in the whole building would be pretty tricky without a radar. Teeter Tooter, the Grappler. All too easy. Son of Night Trap returns. For anyone who's played Night Trap, this should all sound a tad familiar. However, the uncanny resemblance between the two games is more than a spooky coincidence. Yeah, it was made by Digital Pictures. I used to love Night Trap. Never completed it, but I used to love playing it. Lights, camera, action. In the old days, ex-members of Grange Hill cast only had one place to go, EastEnders. Then Sega brought out the Mega CD, and the marvels of full motion video gave actors a whole new vista of opportunity. Yeah, Sewer Shark. I like that game. So this is a full motion video game showcase feature. Cartoon time. Films that you don't just watch, but that you can actually take part in. That's what Sega promised when they released the Mega CD. Yeah, Sherlock Holmes, man, what a really hard game. I couldn't play that to save my life. On general release, if you're looking for interactive movie entertainment, here's the current crop of Mega CD blockbusters. Cobra Command. Yeah, I played that a lot. That were hard, that game. But it was good. Road Avenger. Brilliant, brilliant game. We did actually complete that. It was hard, but we did it. We did it. Spent a lot of time on Road Avenger. Yeah, Sherlock Holmes. They were too hard for me then. They were really hard. So at rating 2. Must be out of 5. Time Gal. Yeah, I just picked that up recently. I never had it when I was back in there, but I managed to get it off eBay. Time Gal. Night Trap. Sewer Shark. Yeah, I got 4. It must be 4 out of 5. Make My Video. Yeah, Itchy Nose. Itchy Nose. Trailers. The recent upsurge of FMV games for the Mega CD is staggering. Here's a rundown on games just released or coming your way soon. Jurassic Park, Dracula Unleashed, Prize Fighter, Mystery Mansion, Dragon's Lair, Double Switch, Ground Zero Texas. Played a lot of that. That were hard as well. Not just movies. Interactive movies aren't the only games that use full motion video. Take cartridge to CD conversions like Pugsy, Chuck Rock 2, Spider-Man and Echo. They all have FMV intros. Even Sonic the Hedgehog's Mega CD debut come complete with a fancy cartoon intro. It was a good intro, that. Cut, that's a take. Welcome to the studio. If you want to know what's going on in the world of Mega CD, there's only one place to go. The Sega Multimedia Studios in Redwood, California. Costing $10 million to build and employing over 200 software specialists. It's there that all Sega's latest FMV games are being developed. Coming soon. So what can we expect to see on the FMV font? Well, smash hit arcade gun games Mad Dog McCree and Who Shot Johnny Rock are being converted in the US, although they probably won't be appearing over here. Yeah, we definitely didn't get Mad Dog McCree, did we? Welcome to Cinepack. During the 1993 Summer CES show, Sega revealed that they had signed the rights to Cinepack in their full motion video Mega CD titles. Sega Magazine takes a look at Cinepack, its benefits to games player, and the games you can expect to see in the future. Yeah, I want to do a video on this. Tomcat Alley. Good game, this. Intrigued at the prospect of being able to play full motion video interactive movies on your Mega CD? A bit disappointed by the small windows and grainy textures in early Mega CD titles? Well, fear not. Sega were the first to see the limitations of their current technology and decided that they could do better. Tomcat Alley mini preview. Yeah, good game that. Yeah, I remember spending most of Christmas Day on that game. Supersonic Warriors. Ever on the quest for the ultimate stories for Sega Magazine, we are proud to bring you a world exclusive, a conversation with Hirokazu Yasuhara, the director and lead games designer for Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Yeah, it's really hard to read on my side, that. Hopefully it'll be better for you to see because of OBS. You know, I've made it look a bit brighter. But yeah, it's hard to read that. 60 megs and what to do with it. Expanding the world of Sonic. Sonic teams across the globe. Video games, the future. Yeah, brilliant game, Sonic 3. The cooperative gameplay between Sonic and Miles in action. Another new idea put forward and included in Sonic 3. Meet Roger Hector, Vice President of Sega Technical Institute. His brief was to top Sonic 2, a very daunting task. We've got Match Magazine. You can't play your Sega without it. Sega Magazine. I didn't really buy football magazines back in the day. I don't think I ever bought one, ever, to be honest. What's this? Batman. Sonic the Hedgehog. Turtles. The Incredible Hulk. Yeah, I used to love Turtles. That artwork's brilliant. Comic games. First of all, I will admit that I am a bit of a comics fan. Not quite in the league of, oh, I must have that Superman 43 because it features a debut of Red Kryptonite. Sadness. But I do enjoy the graphic novel and quite like to pick up the occasional X-Men or Spider-Man comic. Comics, aren't they great? Loads of characters with superhuman abilities, plenty of action and distinctive artistic styles. Perfect stuff for video games. In a wide-ranging survey, Richard Leadbetter was forced to play every single Mega Drive and Mega CD title based on a comic. Find out in this report which are superb and which are just comic. X-Men. Yeah, Spider-Man. That were an hard game, that. I never played Superman. I think they were an expensive game, that, on eBay now. Superman, the Man of Steel, is it? Not something I were into, Superman. But I love Turtles. Yeah, I'm not really into Marvel, to be honest. I mean, I don't mind Guardians of the Galaxy, first one. But that's the only one that I like, really, out of Marvel. And that's Amy Rose and Sonic. Asterix. Never played that at Mega Drive. Batman Returns, played that a lot. Hulk, never played that. Sonic CD and Sonic Spinball. Played Sonic Spinball quite a lot, but hammered Sonic CD. Love that game. More Marvel Mayhem. You just can't keep those Marvel people down, can you? They have at least 2 more Mega Drive titles available or coming soon, featuring some of the most celebrated creations. It is out now is Captain America and the Avengers. Sonic Boom. You just can't keep that hedgehog out You just can't keep that hedgehog out of any Sega related feature these days, can you? Here's where we're getting into contentious territory, since the Sonic video games actually spawned the comics rather than vice versa. Yeah, Turtles Tournament Fighters, PAL version weren't that good, it was just too slow. But the Super Nintendo version was brilliant. Turtle Power. Konami are widely regarded as purveyors of fine Mega Drive products, and their 2 entrants into the comics Mega Drive scene have both been successful. Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles The Hyperstone Heist is a sideways scrolling progressive beat-em-up that looks and plays similarly to the successful coin-op of a few years back. Yeah, good game that. Never even saw that at my way when I was younger. Again, I had to get it off eBay. You know, for my collection. Showcase, Happy Happy Joy Joy, Ren and Stimpy. Cartoon were brilliant. Ren and Stimpy have finally made it to the Mega Drive despite the fact that hardly anyone in Britain had heard of them until a few weeks ago. In fact, most of you probably won't even understand the catchphrase at the start of this here showcase. If you don't, you won't really get most out of the Ren and Stimpy game. However, if you're a fan like Rad Automaticas, then this title may be of interest to you. Yeah, the sprites, the brilliant graphics. Never played it. Like I say, I love the cartoon, but never played the game. Wild and crazy guys, Ren and Stimpy might be fully equipped to handle any platform terrors which head their way, but unfortunately for them, the game consists of more than your general runny, jumpy action. Put the boot in. It wouldn't be the same if Ren and Stimpy used moves seen in every other platformer since the dawn of time. Thankfully, the duo have their own customised moves, which are bizarre to say the least. Throwing him. The long jump, the ranged attack, vertical attack, ground attack, super jump, hurt. Yeah, it looks like the graphics are pretty good on that. Micromania. Although Micro Machines has only been available officially for a few months, it's already well on its way to becoming something of a modern classic. Yeah, good game that. Even on PlayStation, it was good on PlayStation as well. Oh, this is the Game Gear version. Planes, trains and automobiles, except the first two. There are even 7 vehicles to master in Micro Machines. Each one requires a different technique for best results, and learning how to handle each doohickey is part of the challenge. Each transport and their various qualities are listed here. Warriors, speedboats, Formula 1, sports car, jeep, dune buggies, tanks. They were all good. Or when we played it on Mega Drive. I think we preferred the dune buggies and sports cars that were going around the snooker table or 8-ball. Top Gear. The Game Gear version of Micro Machines introduces an all new feature. As well as having a 2-player link-up option, it also has an option for 2 people to play the game at the same time. Yeah, I remember that. I think you both used to have to hold the Game Gear at the same time. Another interesting race. As well as the tournament option, there's another race setup where you can play a single race or a best of 7 tourney. I don't know. Yeah, graphics were quite good on it, weren't they, on Game Gear, even over 8-bit. Tips. Are you a big, wet, soft Jesse? Have you no game playing skills at all? Are you incapable of playing video games? Does your mum have to do your tie-up? Do you need a digital watch to tell the time? Do you always hold your kiddie-safe plastic spoon and fork in the wrong hands? I know a few people that do that. They even study the game before they even played it. You know, to get all secrets and... Yeah, we won't go down that road. Right, Alien Storm, Arnold Palmer's Golf, Cyborg Justice. While playing this robot beat 'em up, Pause the game and press C, B, B, C, C, A, C and B. If done correctly, a hidden option screen should appear allowing you to change weapons, select levels, increase your lives, choose the mode and add or delete players. You can even record your own demo. Never knew that. Didn't really play much of it. I think I played it, we're not Mega CD. Oh no, that were Rebel, some Assault, Cyborg Assault, I don't know. Been a while, it was boring anyway. But yeah, these cheats are crazy, aren't they? Dragon's Fury. Enter this password to gain 99 balls and a lot of points. Fatal Fury. FIFA International Soccer. The Flintstones, Humans, LHX Action Chopper, Marble Madness, Mortal Kombat. Some of you out there still seem to be having trouble with the fatalities in Acclaim's notorious beat 'em up. So here they all are. Johnny Cage, towards, and A. Should be forward. Kano, hold start and press away, and A. That's back, A. Yeah, I remember we used to write them down and share all them, all death moves, because it was the same as arcade version as well. Mutant League Football. Here's a complete list of codes to play against all the teams. Robocod to access the secret options screen in this fishy spy platformer. Wait until the title screen appears. Hold down left A and press start. Now release them and an option screen should appear, complete with level select. Robocop vs Terminator. That's a good game, but it is hard. What's this cheat here? Here's a rather neat cheat sent by Neil Paddock of Shrewsbury that gives old Robocop a much better fighting chance against those metal maggot farmers. When you start the game, pause it and press CC AA BB CC AA BB. A noise should ring out signalling that the cheat has worked. A Robocop should be transported to a place with programmer's head in the background. Walk right until you see an arrow, and when you re-enter the game, pause it again and press, then unpause it. You should now be endowed with 54 lives and be able to select any weapon by pressing down and A, B and C together. Never even knew that cheat were I never even knew that were a cheat. You know, I'm Robocop vs Terminator, I never saw any for that. Populous 2, Shinobi 3, Rollo to the Rescue, Street Fighter 2, SCE. Yeah, Sonic 2, music screen, yeah, music test. Some brilliant music on Sonic 2. Chuck Rock CD, Echo CD, Hook, Night Trap. Now that would have been handy. Yeah, I never completed Night Trap. It was really hard. Marky Mark, make my video. Road Avenger. Oh yeah, it's got all ways to go there. That's alright to know. Sonic CD, Spider-Man, Time Gal. Krusty's Funhouse, Master System, Ninja Gaiden, Sonic 2. I didn't even know there were a Master System cheat for Sonic 2. I hammered that game. I don't think I completed it, but I don't think I got all emeralds. Yeah, tough game that. I remember that stage. Very well. Jungle Book, Shinobi, Space Area, Wonder Boy 3. Road Rash Review. One of the 3 games which truly launched Electronic Arts to superstardom in the software stakes, Road Rash. has been a long time in the Master System pipeline. Well, that got 84%. A solid conversion of a great game, which loses something in translation but is still very playable. That looks pretty good, that. Fortunately, you won't have time to face it alone. Gauntlet 4. Yeah, I don't think I ever played number 4. Ren and Stimpy review. So we got 80%. $44.99. Mystery Mansion. So I got 80%. It's showing a few more different pictures there, I think, aren't they? Puzzle game. NBA Jam, 94%. The NBA Jam coin-op caused quite a stir when it hit the arcades last summer. The fast-paced basketball sim proved a mighty popular formula with the youth of today, and now thanks to the magic of Acclaim, it hits the Mega Drive in all its 4-player glory. An almost perfect conversion of the coin-op, but you really do need 4 players around to make the most of it. Yeah, we hammered that game, NBA Jam. $44.99. Yeah, good game, that. I did up Mega CD as well. Yep, Thunderhawk. Oh, Mega CD Ground Zero Texas review. The end of the world is nigh. Aliens have arrived on Earth and have taken on human form. As you read this, they are infiltrating our society, wearing our clothes, stealing our jobs, and listening to our funky Earth music. Yeah, I enjoyed this, but it were hard. It were really hard. Never completed it. $44.99. That's 68%. A highly ambitious attempt to create a more action-packed interactive movie game. Alas, the result is a limited shoot-'em-up. Yeah, it were hard, that. I got about 20 minutes out of it before it was game over. I still enjoyed it. Normie's Beach. What's that? The latest trend in California fashion is the Camden Town Dosser look. Beach Bearorama. Never heard of it. It looks really bad. It looks really bad. 56%, whatever it is, normies. A nice crack at a good old looking and humorous game spoilt by a lack of gameplay. Double Switch. So I got 86%. Puts the Meg CD to great use. A smart purchase for thinking fans. Skitchin. 86%. Not exactly a wild departure for EA, but highly enjoyable game nonetheless. March 1994. Master System Aladdin. Anyone who was alive last Christmas must know about the phenomenon that was Disney's Aladdin. So it's got 65%. Too much presentation and not enough excitement. Aladdin is an average platformer at best. Looks like they had a good bash at it, doesn't it? With graphics look alright. Not as good as Mega Drive version. It looks like they had a good go at it. Prince of Persia Mega Drive review. Wow. That looks pretty good actually. Compared to What how I remember seeing it. But again, it's rock hard for me, this game. With the pantomime season well and truly over, all the ugly sisters have returned to their day jobs on popular sitcoms and daytime soaps. Not so with the evil Jafar, advisor to the Sultan of Persia. So it got 78%. A fun and challenging platformer that doesn't quite match today's standards. I thought it looks pretty good. Master System review for Micro Machines, 94%. One of those classic games that every home should have. Game Gear Micro Machines, 95%. An essential Game Gear purchase. Micro Machines is absolutely ace. Boom Shakalaka, Jam It Home. Yeah, that's the Meg CD one, that. You know, the picture, that's what they used, .meg CD. Street date, March 4th. Yeah, I love that logo. We used to draw that all the time. Yeah. Good picture, that. Out now, Sonic 3 on the Mega Drive. Overall 95%. If you're buying a game this month, this is the car you should go home with. Prize Fighter, 70%. A major boxing FMV fans only. Mean Bean Machine, is it? 92%. Game Gear. Buggy Run, never heard of that. Master System. Dracula Unleashed, 90%. So Sega Magazine next month. Issue 4 of Sega Magazine is going to be stunning. If the game's finished, we'll have the exclusive review of Streets of Rage 3. We'll also be carrying on full review and showcases of Subterranea, the game everyone is talking about. We have it totally exclusively. Also keep a lookout for exclusive features on Treasure, creators of Gunstar Heroes, plus a first look at their latest games. All this plus the usually array of super exclusive previews, amazing news, all those rather smart regulars. Excellent, eh? So when's that coming out? 15th of March at £2.25. 5 Mega Drive games for under £50. All proceeds go to charity. Never played Space Harrier 2. Can't remember playing Indiana Jones, but we hammered Krusty's Funhouse, hammered WrestleMania and hammered Sonic. It's a good deal, that. Only at Dixon's. This is the last page. Castlevania, the new generation. That Konami. Right, back to the top. Yeah, so that's another issue done. I hope you enjoyed that. I have a good looking through that. I enjoyed that. So thanks for watching. I hope you're all alright. And you'll take care. Bye everyone.